Hello everyone. In this video we are going to see how to configure Selenium 3.0 with Java, and we are going to use Eclipse IDE as the development environment. Most basic and first thing that we need over here is installation of JDK, that is Java Development Kit. So if you do not have JDK installed on your system, you can install it from Oracle site. Go to Google and search JDK download. And the very first site that it is going to show you is Oracle site, and right in the download section the very first part that you're going to see is Java platform JDK 8. So currently 8 is the latest part, latest version. In future, at any point of time, if you are downloading JDK and if you see a newer version of Java, feel free to download that latest version. It is very easy, just click and it will download one executable file. I'm not going to do it again because I have already installed JDK. All we need to do is click on download. It will download JDK, and then uh, there is a simple click-through process of installation as we install any other app. During the process, if it asks you to accept some user agreement, feel free to go through the agreement and accept it and go ahead, and there shouldn't be any issue in installation of JDK. After we install Java Development Kit, the next thing that we want to install is Eclipse. So there is nothing called as installation as such for Eclipse. We only need to download it. So again, I'm at Google. Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. This is what we want to search. Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. And again, the very first site it is going to search is Eclipse organization site. When you go to that particular page, on the right hand section over here, we will see the different links for downloading as per the operating system and 32-bit or 64-bit systems. Whatever system you have, whatever operating system you have, just click on the particular link and it will download a zip file. It will download a zip file, and all you need to do is unzip the contents of the file, and that's it. Once you unzip the contents, your configuration of Eclipse or the installation part of the Eclipse is done. So for Eclipse, we will search Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. On this page, we will download the particular version of Eclipse which is required for our operating system. Okay, so I'll show you the link which it downloaded. So it downloaded a zip file for me. I have unzipped the contents in this folder, and right over here inside those contents I have Eclipse application, and that's it. There is nothing called as installation as such. Once you download and unzip the contents, you are good to go. So all you need to do is just double click on Eclipse and it will launch. In the beginning, we need to create a workspace. You can just select OK over here because by default it selects a workspace in the documents. Just click OK or select any other workspace if you want. Now workspace is a memory location on your system where all of your data is going to saved, all of your project related data, whatever you're going to create in Eclipse, that all things are going to save at that location. So you can choose some location, or by default it is going to save it inside the documents folder as a workspace. Now especially when you launch it for the first time, you are going to see a welcome page, a start page. You can close that and then you will see a window like this. Now before we move towards the configuration of Selenium 3.0, we will first create a project. To create a project in Eclipse, you can click over here and create a Java project from this place. If you're not seeing the option as Java project in the list, you can go to File and New. From that place, go to Others. In Others, in the filter, just write Java project and right over here you will see an option to create a Java project. So click next, give your project a name. I'm going to say Selenium project. Click next at this point, click finish, and in the project folder you will see a source folder and the Java runtime environment which is required for execution of Java application. So this is the basic thing which is done. Now let us go ahead and install the Selenium specific jar files. As many of you might know, Selenium does not have any UI, user interface kind of thing. All it is so in a so combination of some jar files. When you add those jar files to your Eclipse project or any development environment project, it gives you the capability to automate the web browsers. So we will go to Selenium headquarters. Again, I'm going to Google, and from there I'm going to search Selenium HQ, that is Selenium headquarters. From the Selenium headquarters, which is the very first site, and this is the official organization for Selenium, official site for Selenium. From there, when you go to download section, right over here in the Selenium client and WebDriver language binding section, you will see different links to download depending upon what language you're going to use for coding in Selenium. We can use Java, we can use C#, Ruby, Python, JavaScript, and according to whatever language you choose, we have different downloads available. We are going to use Java because it is very easy to code in Java. It is a freeware, it is most widely used, very effective integrated development environments like Eclipse support Java, and most of the projects, if you see across the organizations industry, a lot of them use Java for creating your project in Selenium. So all we need to do is click on the download link and it is going to download a zip file. I have already downloaded that. I'm not going to download it again, but let me show you how it looks. It has downloaded the zip file. All we need to do is unzip the contents. So if you go inside the unzip contents, you will see one jar file over here and then some jar files in the libraries folder. In order to configure Selenium, we want to add all the jar files to our Eclipse project. So go to Eclipse again, then from the project right click, go to build path. From there, go to configure build path. Once you click on that, go to the libraries and click on add external jars. When you click on external jars, you just need to browse to the location where you kept all the jar files. So let me see whether I'm in the correct folder or not. So this is the first jar file which I want to add, this one. And then I will be going into the lib folder and add all other jar files. So just select all and open, so all of those will get added to my Eclipse project which we have created. Just click OK over here, and once you do that, you will see reference library created, and they are all Selenium specific jar files which will give you the ability to automate web browsers. And that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and comment and subscribe. Thank you so much.